There we go. Ahoy, everyone, welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Hillyan today, along with... And welcome back to Aragami, where last time we got through the last chapter after, well, chasing around the Kaiho general, who, well, fled somewhere inside of the temple, where, where, well, we want to be. Why am I blanking on her freaking name? Kamiko? Kamiko is, I think, the name. So, yeah, we'll finish the main story today. But after that, we have the Nightfall DLC. But before all of that, we still have a bunch of lore to read. Oh. Okay. So you are an unknown dragon. Okay. But yeah, last time we finished up Hyo's Chronicles. So now it's time for Tsushi's notes. Tsuyoshi being the elder, I believe, of the Kaiho, or the spiritual teacher, maybe not leader. Let's see, May 20, year 27 of the fifth age. The vital essence, or simply essence, is what we call the energy that flows inside any living being, just like blood. I studied it for so many years, and yet so much is still unknown. In the same way that the heart pumps red saps from our veins, essence also has a circulatory system in a center, although it is more like a river than a pump. It generates its own motion, it generates its own existence. That center, as well as the essence, is known by many names depending on where in the world you are, but here we call it the soul. When the fire adept lights a bonfire with their bare hands, or when an earth adept cracks the ground they stand upon with the tiniest of movements, essence is being emitted from their bodies and channeled into the world through an element. As far as we know, there are 7 pure elements: fire, water, earth, wind, light, darkness or shadow, and life. Okay, so there is no death essence or such. Typically when you get to like Chinese elements and such, it's typically only 5. Fire, water, earth, wind, and metal, I believe. Or energy in some cases. That is to my very limited knowledge of all that stuff. So take that with an entire salt shaker. Then there are the hybrid elements, born from a mixture of pure elements, but I'll leave those for another time. Okay, adapts. September 1, year 32 of the fifth age. More than once I've been asked if an adept of a certain element is born or made. While it's true that you can be born with an innate inclination toward one element, but this only means it will be easier for you to use if you decide to study it. It will still not come naturally. It is like a canvas. When you are born, your soul is blank, and it is you who decides which color to paint it, from fire red to water blue to shadow black. The more you paint the canvas, the more powerful you become. There are those who think that the essence an adept picks defines who he or she is. Light for the good, darkness for the bad, fire for the brave. Based on my vast experience, I can say that essence has no bearing on personality. It's based on pure chance. Guilds who worship a specific element aren't necessarily better than sects who worship a god or gods. I've met sects that paid respect to their gods without harming anyone, and guilds that destroyed others just because they could. Yeah, these do sound like very wise words from, well, someone who's been around for a while. Wait, wasn't the... I'm just trying to square stuff up. I think that elder of the Kaiho had also had Yoshi in his name, but from the way he could have died of natural cause. I don't think it actually said among Hyo's chronicles that he was slain in battle. And we only saw, well, he still died at some point because we saw, well, his grave, or at least a shrine to him. So it could be that he still lived afterwards, and that does mean that it has been a long as while since, well, all of this happened. Like at least 2 decades or something since, since the war or something. Let's see. Yep. Hey, Rom, how you doing? Almost over. We got to the end and we still have a DLC to do. Plus 2 entire lines of lore still. So yeah, thanks for popping in. Okay. What, I think something on your phone was audible for a moment there. Uh, wait. And I just realized that I fucked up with the audio again because both the game and YouTube were muted there for a bit. This audio issue's continuing to freaking harass me, huh?
At least it was only 6 minutes in.
But yeah, for everyone wondering, Rom is just popping in to say hi and listen along. And, well, Drakir didn't say too much more outside of their usual stuff, only that they learned that, well, for their name, it's the first part still translates to dragon, but the other part is apparently unknown what it translates to.
Yeah, at least for now. I tried to see if any clues, but I couldn't get any clues of what the last part is supposed to mean in this case, so...
Okay.
But my look's still canon for I'm Scandinavian, heavy makes sense, I have a beard, hence be the dragon, and I'm still dragon, hence be the dragon. So that still fits.
Also, since I can actually alt-tab out of this one, I'll actually put in Rom's current image in the reactive. So give me a sec on that.
All right,
I should probably put a number at a time mark at the start to for people who want to skip all of the lore stuff.
That'd be a good idea. And also, yeah, time to free roam from this picture frame.
Let's see. Which one was this one? There we go. Upload failed. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Is it the specific icon or... Okay, maybe it's failing because of the streaming going on or something. Not that it should be hogging anything. Let me try a different image for a moment. An older one.
No, you did have some lag earlier.
Weird. Yeah, I'll have to change this up some other time then. Wait, it worked with Liz's, didn't it? But then that was a much smaller icon. I'll try to figure something out. But yeah, for now, I'm stuck like this then. Anyways, continuing on. April 6th, year 45 for the 5th age. As I said, the soul is a canvas you can paint with whatever element you want. You learn how to assimilate an element from the environment, you blend your soul's essence with it, and you emit the result in the form of a technique. But what if you cast your essence without channeling it into an element first? This was the question which led to the discovery of life essence. Life is the only element you can summon from within yourself, and it is still the most challenging to master. We, the 5 sages, have decided to study this great essence together. Each of us are entering this endeavor as masters. Now it is time to combine our efforts, discover how far we can push the limits, and document the results. We plan to found our own brotherhood. Eventually, we might even begin teaching its use. A bright future awaits, I hope. Okay, we missed one of the scrolls here. Inversely, July 21, year 45. Something strange happened today. A man from the village nearby came asking for help. He said a lunatic, a powerful fire adept, keeps coming to his village and attacking its people and cattle, apparently for no reason. We can't stand by and let this happen. August 17. The next time the mad fire adept emerged to attack, we were waiting for him. He was powerful indeed. Some cultures form entire sects around adepts who hold such power and follow them like gods. Luckily, this man had no sect. It was pointless parleying with him. He attacked on sight, a frenzy behind his eyes. It wasn't long before our battle began to damage the town. Then we came up
I'm
with
gonna
an idea.
go. I'm actually getting tired. I had to take meds because headache. So I'll see you guys in a bit.
Okay, see you next time, Rom.
Is
Hopefully I
it
can fix your image by
apparently-
then.
Also, apparently, Dark Tide might be having an event until March 6th. If anybody want to play it.
Okay. I'll be
Later.
up for joining, but first this. See you next time.
No problem.
Be safe.
Let's see. Then we came up with an idea. One of us held guard, while two others used the soul transferring technique on the man, but this time we did it inversely, taking part of his soul. Okay, so that must have been what... Part 4 must have been about some sort of soul transfer technique or something. The effects were immediate. His power decreased to nothing. He was paralyzed. The man couldn't do anything but watch as we cut the flow of his essence. Another powerful use for life essence has revealed itself to us. And now, of course, we will never go hungry. The villagers shower us with offerings. The sealing technique. August 20th, year 45. It was clear that the soul transfer technique was a powerful tool for weakening enemies. Nevertheless, a substantial drawback is that the summoner needs to stay perfectly still and very focused. Otherwise, the link will break and the technique will be cancelled. We must experiment further. I get the feeling this is that technique that they used on the Shadow Empress. To sap her strength. We've done it. I myself performed the experiment with one of the other masters. We broke the life link while the transfer technique was active, locking a small part of his soul in my body. The very instant it was sealed within me, I felt his essence emanating through my chest and limbs. The limits of my power have increased, and conversely his have decreased proportionately, as with the soul transferring technique. What is different here is that this transfer now lasts until I make a link between us, unsealing his soul from within me. We have decided to stay like this for a few hours and document any effects in the short term. This could be a revolution. Okay, effects of the seal 1. This is going to be a little bit of a long one. September 11, year 45. 2 days have passed and the seal persists. It has taken so little time to gather so much important data. It seems that, although a soul is divided, an imperceptible connection remains between its parts. I can feel my partner's precise presence through the part of his soul inside me. He can feel where I am too. This connection seems independent of distance. We've done some tests. No matter how far away or obscured we were, one of us was always able to find the other in no time. Okay, so that's how she sensed where the captains were. Last night I heard my partner screams while I slept. September 12th. Okay, so the next day, I woke with a start, thinking the nightmare was in my own mind. The second time his scream reached me, I rushed to his room immediately. He was lying on his bed, asleep, evidently uncomfortable but not in any pain. I realized nobody else had heard him. Then another scream, louder than the others. Covering my ears didn't help. I woke him, and the screaming stopped. He was having a nightmare. I could hear his dreams. Okay, October 5th. Each of us have performed the sealing technique with each other and released the link after a few days. The results are conclusive. Telepathy is possible between subjects who share soul fragments. One can communicate with the other, and the link can even transfer memories and feelings. The downside is that the research has revealed more side effects, which vary depending on the subject, but seem to show common signs depending on how the technique has affected your soul. If part of your soul was transferred to someone else, you present certain side effects. If part of someone else's soul was sealed within yours, you present different ones. The technique's strengths and weaknesses both disappear once the connection is cut and the soul fragments are returned to their owners. You keep iterating the process, resting between long transfer sessions, having your soul shattered, corrupted by another, significantly impacts the physical body. A sort of stress on the fibers of your being. Accumulating too much of this could be dangerous. Okay. Number 3. November 23rd. We've conceived of this tool as this technique as a tool to weaken dangerous enemies indefinitely, yet after 2 months we are still discovering new uses for it. Once part of somebody else's soul is sealed within yours, it is possible to transfer this fragment to yet another subject. All of it or just parts. This means that it is possible for the summoner to lighten the burden of the foreign soul, lighten the malaise This clearly made a difference when we tested it. The stress was the technique's main drawback. It also means that the soul can be split into more than 2 parts. Depending on the summoner's capabilities, the other person's soul can be fragmented into as many parts as the summoner wishes. I've left the best for last. We have discovered that it's possible to seal soul parts not only in humans, but in animals too. Although they cannot carry as much soul as the human body, the link works in exactly the same way. Some of us now begun documenting how it feels to see the world as a rat or a dog. December 27th. Fascinating. Utterly fascinating. Yesterday morning we found Soto, our dog, dead. I sealed part of his soul within me a week ago. This is unprecedented. While I'm certain he didn't die from natural causes or any external injuries, the cause still remains unclear. Then I realized this is the first time we'd had the opportunity to observe any interactions between the sealing technique and death. When Soto died, his soul should have left his body and become one with nature, as it has since the beginning of time. But the part of his soul that I took was still there, sealed within me. I could feel it. Does this mean his soul couldn't leave the world of the living? Was he trapped on this mortal coil? Then I had one of the most drastic ideas I've had in my life. Using the unbreakable connection between parts of a being's soul, I commanded Soto's other soul part, the main one, to return to me. Once it drew near, who knows where from, I directed it telepathically into Soto's body. We all watched, speechless, as Soto's body stood up and started running around the room. We may have discovered immortality. Okay, yeah, that is something. This totally can't go bad in any way possible. Okay, January 30th, year 46. Despite what we did with Soto, we have not been able to progress further. It is impossible without harming animals, and we aren't here for that. Hopefully we'll find a method in time. Besides that, however, we've made another amazing discovery. Animals are now forbidden, but it has transpired that soul fragments can be sealed in objects. Until now, we thought that soul transference required a soul on both sides of the transaction, but once again our research has borne new marvels. A shortcoming of this technique is that we can't seal a soul fragment in any random object. It seems to be more complex than that. The summoner needs to have a strong sentimental connection with the object of transference. Precisely how this relationship works is still a mystery to us, but we can guess that a channel for life essence is built within any object of someone's affection. The size of the fragment you can transfer is far smaller than that of the animals, but unlike animals, an inanimate object doesn't die naturally. Based on previous studies, an adept who could seal small parts of his soul into objects like this would be immortal as long as someone was available to put his soul back into his body. Maybe we are not far away from the path to immortality after all. Okay, so that's what the talismans are. They contain parts of her soul as well.
Yeah.
The First Apprentice. April 6th, year 46. It's been a year since we 5 sages came together to study life essence. Now we are known as the Sealing Brotherhood. So many adepts came asking for apprenticeships, and eventually we decided that it's time to accept one. His name is Maelsha. Maelsha. He has a pure heart and shows great potential for using life essence. April 28th. Maelsha is doing well. In just a few weeks has begun using the sealing technique, which is advanced. At this rate, I am certain he will become a sage, an heir to our order, the first of a brand new generation. May 25th. Lately, Maelsha has begun making simple mistakes, even in basic routines and drills. Something is interfering with his concentration. He says he will come back stronger, but I'm worried something is truly wrong. May 29th. Apparently, Maelsha abandoned his training for the last 3 days because of a love affair. We don't tolerate this, but we have been forced to go easier on Maelsha than we usually would. The woman he has loved for many years has a very rare disease. I've decided to visit him before he does something he regrets. He is fully aware of the power of the life essence. Okay. Yeah, we are lacking the last one here, so... yeah, we're kind of lacking we're probably going to lack a full conclusion on this. May 26th, I was right. In disgrace, I was right. By the time I reached Maelsha's home, it was too late. His beloved must have been on her deathbed. He tried to retain her soul using the sealing technique, but his body couldn't withstand it. It was foolish to show him such an advanced and perilous technique in the first months of his training. I'm certain he was well aware of the risks and did it with the best of intentions, but now his death weighs heavily on our shoulders. The incident made it clear we've been playing God long enough. This healing technique is now marked as forbidden. We have dissolved the Brotherhood indefinitely. In this way, we will give ourselves time to think about the past, the present, and the future. We each use the forbidding technique on each other, so we can stay in touch regardless of the distance between us. So much for it being forbidden, huh? Mailsha always wanted to visit the Arid Lands. Maybe it's a good place for a new start. Reincarnation. August 23rd. I arrived in the Arid Lands some weeks ago. Rumors were right about the weather. I've never sweated so much, and never completely run out of sweat like I have here. Luckily, I found a good place to live, up in the mountains, situated not far from a small village full of light adepts. The way they use light in their worship is inspiring. Whenever I feel a particular longing for human contact, I'll go visit them. With everything that has happened, the forbidden technique, Soto, Mailsha, I can't stop thinking about reincarnation. I've heard so much superstition about it from so many different cultures, but never actual facts or methods. We never seen a thought. I think that's supposed to be. We. I read that wrong. We never even thought of looking into it further. It was nothing but a fantasy, and then I saw Soto come back to life. The gap where his soul should be filled up again like a goblet at a feast. He recognized us too, just like before. What would have happened if I had put the dog's soul into a different body? Would he still have been able to recognize us? Probably not. Memories lie in the brain, not the soul itself. But does the soul carry an imprint of its body, or the body's memories? Are they etched into the soul like stains in glass? If I had put a different soul into the dog's corpse, would Soto still be Soto? I don't think so. The soul is an important part of our identity. I just wonder, would I have put Mailsha's soul into another body? Would he himself be present in the body, living or dead? Would he come back? I have to stop thinking about it. I get the feeling number 15 would have... Well, things would have not ended up good. Okay, Yuki's Chronicles, for which we have all of them. Beyond the Walls. Oh, no... Okay, no date. Everything was easier back then. All we had... wait... I think I made a mistake with the Shadow Empress's name. Well, no. Yeah, I'm confusing myself. These must be the chronicles from that Captain Yuki that was dead before the game even started.
Yeah.
Or ambushed. Everything was easier back then. All we had to worry about were the ceremonies held for Amaterasu or Sun Goddess. Our only contact with the outside world was the merchants who stopped by our gates from time to time. The gates of that isolated village out near the mountains. I used to wonder how it would feel to travel the world, learn about different cultures, meet people adept in different essences. We used to grab adventure where we could. The four of us used to sneak out, climb the blacksmith's hut, and hop down the other side of the village walls. A dip of adventure that would quench your thirst for days. Our parents always found out, of course, and we were always punished, but it was worth it. My father used to say that as you get older, the lure of adventure ebbs away, that you begin to appreciate what you have in front of your nose rather than what's beyond the horizon. I never relished that thought as a child, but I would never have predicted the appearance of Master Tsuyoshi, or how much he would change everything. Okay, so that was him. Wait, doesn't that... Oh, the sixth age. Okay, I thought the fifth age was was the age of the Shadow Empress. No, that was the sixth age. Okay. And all of this takes place after, well, all of this. Okay. The Old Sage. I remember as if it were yesterday. We'd played outside too late and were rushing back home, making a game of it. Hikaru tried to leap over a pile of rocks, but didn't make the jump. We saw his leg split through the rubble, heard his leg crunch. We watched him turn whiter than the moon. We tried to get him out, but he almost fainted from the pain. It was nearly night time. We had never stayed out beyond the village walls that late before. We heard tell of desert creatures who would drag you back to their lairs. Vicious giant birds and scorpions with huge tails like scythes. Tails like scythes, yep. Then it appeared. A tall figure with a long beard and green vestments, holding a staff and walking slowly towards us. Our blood froze. By the time we noticed the shape, it was already at Hikaru's side, pointing its withered staff at the wrenched leg. It said in a calm voice, breaking a long silence, "Stand up." I got a closer look at the person while he addressed Hikaru. The figure was an old man. He wasn't scary at all. In fact, he emanated an aura of utter tranquility. We almost didn't notice when Hikaru stood up as if nothing had happened to his leg. The four of us were staring at the old man. With a kind smile, he broke the silence again and said, "Shall I take you home?" Transitions. Master Chiyoshi's arrival in our village was disruptive. We hadn't had an outsider stay with us for decades. Having a stranger in our midst, and one who wasn't a light adept, put everyone on edge. He was granted entry, but almost everyone just tried to avoid him, the same way they avoided everything new and different. But Master Tsuyoshi never took offense. He just focused on our rituals and studied our light practices, which he found fascinating. The master said he had been living in the mountains nearby, not far from where he had found us on our doomed adventure. It was part of his pilgrimage, he said. After a few months, everyone else in the village began to accept him too. Bit by bit, even the most resentful and intolerant couldn't deny how valuable he was. He brought true healing and new wisdom to our ways. Tolerance built like muscle on bone, and eventually acceptance blossomed in the hearts of the other villagers. We enjoyed Master Tsuyoshi's company for a long time. Eventually he said he had to return to his guild. They needed him for an assignment. He left us a stronger clan than we were before. Wiser, more capable. It felt like we could handle anything. Until the day the Nishoku arrived. Okay. Nishoko's invasion. 2 months after Master Tsuyoshi's departure, a group of around 30 men appeared. Their leaders said they were humble nomads crossing the steppe. They wanted to stop for provisions, offered us trade. Before Master Tsuyoshi came, the village never would have accepted trade with strangers like that, but now things were different. They attacked the moment they realized we didn't use light essence for combat. It was the third night after they arrived. A massacre ensued. My people didn't stand a chance. Hikaru, Yo, Sora, and I were outside during the attack, one of our escapades. We ran back the moment we saw the smoke, until we heard the screams. Then we saw him, beneath the Noshoko flag, the man with the patch over one eye, a sword dripping with blood. His face impassive, but for a slight tug at the corners of his lip. He noticed us immediately and commanded the man to come and kill us. We tried to escape, but the man cast shadows ahead of himself and slipped through them, reaching us in seconds. That's Hyo. We even saw that in one of the flashbacks.
Yeah, I feel like he might be the cause of a lot of issues.
Let's see. Thirst of Vengeance. As the commander's henchmen reached for Hikaru, Sora shut her eyes and cast a light barrier around us. We'd never applied light essence in combat before, but it only took Sora's sharp mind a moment to seize the opportunity. Then her pursuer began to laugh. He knew her barrier would save us for a few seconds at most. But just as the barrier began to fade, Ryo struck at the man with all his soul. We'd never seen anything like it. He threw a powerful flash which sent the man reeling backwards and gave us time to start running. We survived. He couldn't have recovered before we made it to the forest. But now we were alone, in the middle of a vast emptiness. The mountain and the village were the only places we knew in the entire world. At first we felt an emptiness. After days, painful days, of trudging on in silence, the emptiness gave way to melancholy. We sobbed. We were the clan's only survivors. Hikaru's Sora came out in boar-like grunting and groaning. Sora would stay silent for hours, then unleash a single long scream like a banshee. Ryo's face turned bright red and his features twisted into a permanent silent grimace. Ultimately, however, the melancholy soured into thirst. A thirst for revenge. They were all dead. We alone bore the clan's name. We would work together to do to these men what they had done to us. Reconquest. Ryo saved us. We might have died in that desert had it not been for him. He helped us see that we had potential within us, a potential none of us had seen until that point. He recalled what he had seen in Sora and himself that night, when we were on the cusp of death. We knew how to use light essence. We just had to think laterally, to apply our thinking to battle instead of faith and tilling soil. We talked about retaking our home. We thought that perhaps some of our clan were being held as prisoners. It took 6 months. We trained without rest, using rudimentary weapons I prepared in the evenings. Every time the sun set, the likelihood of seeing our families grew ever smaller. Our first step was to go and scout our village. It had become a Nishoko camp. It was guarded by at most 10 men. Taking it would be risky, but we had waited too long. Anger was burning in our eyes, a molten metal flowing from furnaces in our skulls. We crept in by daylight at noon, when the shadow essence would be at its weakest. Our first priority was to look for survivors. I still can't find the words to describe what we found. The inside of the temple. After scouting the village, we noticed that the temple to Amaterasu was boarded up and locked. Its door destroyed, blocking any entry. Sora noticed this stood out from the rest of the village, so we decided to investigate. Squeezing through the cracks in the rubble, we were struck by a foul stench. Besides Amaterasu's great statue, nothing was visible in the darkness. We could feel the fumes, the rot, permeating our skin. Eventually our eyes got used to the dark. In the shades were bodies, strewn random or in piles or shackled to the walls. The ones that had survived the Nishoko attack were here, but they weren't survivors. Family, friends, colleagues, all stuffed, rotting into the very building where we paid respects to our goddess. In coming years, we would discover that Nishoko's men had performed horrible experiments on the prisoners they took, research into what made our command of the light essence so powerful. The emptiness we felt in the mountains after the attack returned. Words, language, meaning left us. We felt everything and nothing. Ryo and Hikaru couldn't stop watching the corpses. I didn't dare. I could feel my mind fraying at the seams. Sitting with my eyes shut tight, suddenly there was an explosion. Sora and I turned to find Ryo and Hikaru gone. The temple's buckled entrance was blown open. The taste of vengeance. We left the temple immediately and caught a glimpse of Ryo and Hikaru's figures leaping across the rooftops. The Nishoko guards came running. Ryo and Hikaru. I've never seen men fight like that, before or since. They went berserk, leaping on Nishoku soldiers like tigers, tearing our throats, faces, chests. Sora and I ran after them, trying to keep up, but they were inhumanly fast. The Nishoko men didn't stand a chance. They didn't expect any sort of attack, let alone a full frontal assault in plain daylight in an isolated village from 4 kids. After a few minutes we realized they were all dead. All of the Nishoko men. And that was it. The moment we had all been dreaming of for almost a year. The moment we took control and avenged our village. But it didn't feel like we had imagined it. Not at all. A vast world. We were lost again, but unlike our lonely journey into the wild, we were safe at home, where our lives and history were in rotting tatters. Defeating our village's attackers resulted in the same outcome, loneliness. But now with the weight of those dead men weighing heavily upon us. We almost didn't notice when Kibo appeared in the skies. His broad black form was like the very embodiment of Amaterasu's messenger, bringing us hope. Master Tsuyoshi had sent Kibo to check on the village. The sage had created a link between his soul and the bird, so we knew following Kibo on his long flight home would be a safe decision. We set off, without speaking a word between us, walking just behind his shadow. As we walked, our eyes opened. More and more, hour upon hour, day upon day, we realized a vast world was in front of us. We didn't trust or even speak to anyone to begin with, but every new place and culture we encountered fascinated us. Weeks later, we understood our place in a bigger picture, in a larger conflict. The seed of Kaiho. The more we traveled, the more we saw, the more we learned, the more we realized how deep and broad the scars left by Nishoko were. Whatever. Across the entire continent. They said Nishoku were born from an ancient guild of assassins, a sect with hundreds of followers. Their leader, whom they called the Shadow Empress, was considered a goddess. They said her power was extraordinary. Her objective was apparently nothing less than the destruction of all light brotherhoods they could find, but they made no distinctions. Any non-darkness guild would fall at their feet. On the road we met one broken family after another, entire cultures that had met the same fate as our own. But we met people who wanted to fight back too, people that wanted to revenge their loved ones, people who wanted their lives back, people who wanted to live without fear. They had the will but lacked the guidance. They needed a common leader.
Okay, now I think I understand the timeline. But bloody heck. Yeah. Is one revenge after another.
Yeah, an eye for an eye for an eye for an eye.
Yeah.
Until everyone is left blind.
Yeah. So this is a case of like some father that attacked her family, which then escalated to this. And then one dude went to that village, which escalated to that, and yeah, it's a mess.
Yeah. People being wronged and in turn wronging others who will then inflict wrongs upon even others still. We encounter. 18 months had passed since our journey began. Seeing the wreckage left in Nishoku's wake, we grew in strength and wisdom and learned just how much damage Nishoku had caused. Eventually, after following Kibo for months, he began descending rapidly, rushing to his final destination. As we reached where Kibo had landed, we were greeted by this bright smile of Master Tsuyoshi. We greeted him again. Meeting him again almost felt like coming home. We talked. We talked for a long time about the past few months, about what Nishoku had done to the world. The master had seen their work firsthand too. In fact, he had left us because his brotherhood had given him a mission, teaching the command of life essence to all brotherhoods under Nishoku attack, just to give them a slightly better chance. But licking wounds wasn't the solution. Sooner or later, someone had to do something, and the master knew it. When we told him that we were determined to lead a counterattack, he hardly looked surprised. After a short pause, he said, "Well, our classes start tomorrow." The last resort. Master Tsuyoshi had taught us the basics of manipulating life essence. I had read legends about it, but still the countless uses Master Tsuyoshi revealed amazed me. He taught us how to control our inner peace, how to block the inner peace of others, how to heal any wounds. There was little wonder why he was considered a sage. For a light adept like me, using any essence was like trying to write with the wrong hand. I must say, however, that yours truly was the first to attune to it, and with ease. Braggart. This new essence took the form of a green flame when summoned. It felt like spring water rippling through your soul. Peaceful. That is, until the master taught us how to apply it in combat. Applied to combat, life essence allows one to heal wounds at incredible speed. But it doesn't end there. Certain techniques allow you to transfer a part of your own soul to someone else, and vice versa, temporarily. So he started teaching them the forbidden technique. You can empower yourself with another soul and drain their own essence. But this technique is difficult to control. Breaking the body-soul balance like that, the potential consequences were terrifying. And just when we thought we had learned all we could, when we thought Master Tsuyoshi teachings was slowing down, he gave us one last piece of wisdom. The technique I'm going to show you now was branded as forbidden long ago. Okay, so it was a weaker version. He said, "It is risky, dangerous. It should only be used as a last resort. If all else fails, it could help you defeat the Shadow Empress." Building an army. Once we finished training with Master Tsuyoshi, we started recruiting. We already had allies from the various villages and cities we had passed through, and after reaching out to those we met, the word spread and others started to come to us. There were adepts from all the clans, of various essences and practices, even people who weren't adepts. Not all of them were ready to fight, but most of them had potential. Only one thing was missing from our preparations: light. Teaching people to use light, our best offense against Nishoku's shadow, would take years we didn't have. We only had time for the basics. That wouldn't be enough. And I came up with an idea. During our travels, we had found huge veins of a rare mineral called Icalcum. Sounds a bit similar to orichalcum.
Yeah, I was
Go ahead.
I would say, I think I agree with you. I thought the same thing. I guess it's a bit of a reference to it.
Could be. Which can store and emit light essence. If we could infuse our army's weapons with Icalcum, it would barely matter how inept a soldier was with light essence. Our light charge would empower them. I tested it, and it proved successful. I even infused our 4 weapons with the mineral as well. This simple action would make the difference in the war to come. After 6 months of preparation, our army was ready. With Yo, Hikaru, Sora, and I as its leaders, our newly formed brotherhood was ready to put an end to Nishoko's reign. Kaiho was born. Okay, so that's how all of their soldiers can use those things to just blast us. They aren't all, well, benders, as you could say it in, like, good. As in, like, the world of Avatar, Last Airbender, and Legend of Korra stuff. They can't just be normal guys and who just get to wield a magic weapon. The war to come. Now it's timed. March 20, year 10 of the 6th Age. The last preparations have been made. We depart next week. I hardly can sleep. My heart is in my throat. This is the moment we all have been waiting for. At least recalling these memories, all that we have achieved, has calmed me a little. Looking back, the change within us gives me strength. From children living blissfully ignorant of how big the world was to leaders of an army. The men are anxious. I can hear them pacing in their tents nearby. They are fed not by water or food, but by a passion for revenge, to destroy Nishoku. Even Master Tsuyoshi is going to fight, despite his age. He has learned how to use light essence almost as well as us native adepts. I wonder how I'll feel once I see the high walls of Kyoryu, Nishoku's capital. I wonder how I will feel when the Shadow Empress shows herself to us. They say her power is such that she can kill dozens of men in the blink of an eye, but we won't hesitate. We've come this far. Our sun goddess lights our path. We will win. A bitter victory. June 3, year 10 of the 6th Age. It should not have ended like this. True victory is almost within reach, just beyond our grasp. But even after Rio, even then, we couldn't stretch that last inch. The rumors about the Shadow Empress were true. They didn't exaggerate one bit. In the end, we had to use the forbidden technique to trap her, and now we suffer the consequences. I can feel her in my chest. It gets worse if we are close together, so we have hardly seen each other at all since. I hope the talismans serve us well. Some say that we won. Indeed, perhaps we decimated Nishoku's forces. Perhaps we trapped their empress. But it didn't feel like a victory. Not at all. This is only a temporary peace. She'll do anything within her power to free herself. We have to avoid that at all costs. So we will guard this place. All the sacrifice we've made won't be in vain. Okay, so that's also why they didn't stick together and could be picked off one by one, basically. It physically hurt for them to be near.
Oh.
Volume 10 is 16, Pain. March 10th, year 15 of the 6th Age. This pain is becoming unbearable. Master Tsuyoshi once described what having a corrupted soul felt like, but I could never have imagined it would be this extreme. I wish he was still with us, he and Ryo. It gets worse every day. Pain doesn't even come close. It's in my soul. I feel it every minute, every second. I hear her voice in my head telling me to give up, imploring me. There's no way I can sleep. Passing some of it to Kibo barely alleviated my pain, and now he has part of her within him. We have to keep him confined. Oh, that's our birds. Okay. So that's his original name. I contacted Hikaru and Sora. They will help me pass another part to another adept. It's risky, but I can't hold on anymore. If only I were stronger. And, well, there are no further ones because he was killed. Okay. The view getting closer with each step. Yamiko. I thought it was Kamiko, not Yami. I think it can send you in the next room. What do I do with the talismans? How do I rescue you? Why was I thinking that her name was... Oh, now I remember that I made another mistake with... No... Okay. If I remember correctly now, Kami is the word for God, but what is the... Or what is Yami then?
It's usually Kami is usually translated to a god, but it's technically incorrect. But it's the closest thing people can compare it to.
Yeah, because it's basically the opposite of a yokai. You must be Sora then. What is that thing?
Ryo?
What did you just say?
Ryo, Mikado de Hono.
How can it be? I felt you. Ryo. That name. Who is Ryo? Tell me.
Ryo, Kaio Janata.
Kairo's first general. Died here 5 years ago. The first. What does it have to do with me? You're Kaiho's general. Killing you is my duty. That's why I'm here. Yamiko, where are you?
Yamiko,
Yamiko?
mi fuerza.
Now it makes sense. What?
Calabarada.
That's why I feel him within you. You must be him.
Ryo, da Hono.
You are Ryo. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Ryo,
You're not Ryo. Then why are you holding me?
So,
You know it. You know it as well as I do.
Miyoko Hira, no Kyo.
Try to remember.
Nishoku.
We came here to defeat Nishoku. No.
Yuki, Hikaru.
All of us, everyone who joined to end Nishoku's tyranny. Even Old Master Tsuyoshi. No.
Yami.
The power of the Empress was overwhelming. We got to use the forbidden technique, but it wasn't enough. You pushed it further than anyone ever had.
Dayadame.
You sacrificed yourself to give us a chance. We still couldn't defeat her. Enough!
No Kyo.
I resisted, Ryo. Can't be true. If it is, then what have I been doing all night?
Saminuara Suaka.
Don't let the guilt suppress your memories. Let them flow. You have to remember.
Yami. Ryo.
Back, Ryo. What have I done? Slaughtered us all. My own men said they were animals. At first he cowardly killed himself. And now you. Please forgive me.
Ryo. Dayadame.
Don't apologize. It wasn't your fault. You know who did this. My light. I can feel it fading. Ryo, Don't mourn. For me. I won't let you die. I can't lose you again. It's alright. I'm happy. Happy I saw you again. My soul is finally... Sorry? And that is the truth of it all. Kibo? Talismans, and even a fragment in the birds. Free. I'm free. You did it, Aragami. Come here with me. You're amazing. Even in the face of adversity, you did it. I'm so grateful. It's been a perfect Aragami. Come, I'll reward you. Or could you? What? How could you use me like that? Those visions were fragments of my past. My mind trying to remember everything since the beginning. What are you saying? You would take me for a fool? I remembered everything. I'm not getting in my head ever again. Are you sure? Save me, please. I'm trapped. We were attacked. Yamiko, Shadow Empress. Impressive. Took her time, didn't she? Didn't touch her. Oh, well. So you speak to the one who gave you life? That's right. A reincarnation. General Rio of Kaiho, brought back to life by you to further your own twisted goals. You knew it the whole time. You kept stringing me along. I didn't plan everything. I was just as surprised as you when you started remembering things. I just summoned your soul to the cemetery and forced it into a shape. I didn't know these memories would come with you. By the way I got you to rescue me was brilliant, right? We were so close to working it out a couple of times. I knew you were ruthless. This Were those visions of your past another ruse to earn my trust? You were never supposed to see that. It's the second reason I'll kill you. But now you ask, I suppose the link between our souls, the one that let you see into my past, occurred because of the fragment of my soul that you stole from me when you died. Don't you think it's time to return it already? It's the first reason, by the way. Fine. You'll kill me and your soul will become whole again. You'll gain all your power and I, the last Kaiho officer, will be dead. But tell me, Shadow Empress, what will you do then? You're alone. We destroyed Nishoko 5 years ago. Only a few lowly fanatics remain in hiding. And without your counselor, Hyo, how far do you think you'll get? We knew all about it, by the way. That Hyo was the brains behind Nishoko, and you were the brute force, the tool he used to spread fear, to command these lands. How dare you? How dare you? I won't kill you just yet. You saved me after all. Let's play a game. That's all you have to do in answer, Rio.
One hour in, almost.
And yeah, this is the final battle.
Yeah, and I'm gonna check something. I got a ping. Oh, it's from Derby.
There you are.
Asking if it's all. They say they might hop on stream if it's all good.
Okay, you can join.
And they ask, of course, any guesses? Guess on chance of Crisis 2. I'm gonna guess. Yeah, I'm gonna reply to them.
Unlikely
it was
with
okay.
Crisis 2, but yeah, they can join. Who do you think you are? Yo me your life. I'm your goddess. Almost had her. Come on. I guess. So, as in any good stealth boss fight, we have to get the drop on her. There you are. Okay, I'm presuming that's her heartbeat that we're hitting. Get out of the way before she blasts us. There she is. Hello. Oh, damn it, it's too close. But yeah, unlikely that we'll get the Crisis 2 today. Where is she? Damn it. Okay, so we need to hit her at least 3 times, I'm guessing. But yeah, all of this conflict, all of this death and pain, just because, just revenge upon revenge. Where is she?
And then she met Hyo, who just fueled that revenge.
Yeah. In a way, I guess you could say that he was indeed. Really? If anyone could perhaps be blamed the most, it may have been him, yeah.
Yeah, but also, we blame him, but also we blame the light adepts that murdered her family.
Yeah. Like, even Hyo was acting out of, well, revenge for other things. What is that icon?
I guess you could say, in a way,
it's a trap.
fanatics ruined everything. Like, it was fanatics that started it, and those that wanted revenge on the fanatics became fanatics themselves.
Yeah,
I guess you
just a chain of revenge over and over.
Yeah, and I guess you can say this. They hunted a monster and became the
one.
monster themselves.
Yeah, even Kaiho just seems to have completely genocided the entirety of Nishoko, down to the civilians. Where is she?
Yeah, though, when they invaded here, they did have shadow adepts on their side as well. So it was not a cleansing of shadow adepts, just those that are fanatically devoted to her,
Yeah.
I guess.
Just got it. There she is. There we go. That's the second strike. Yeah, I think you can see why I find this why I find it, even though this game is rather rough, why I really do like it. Its writing is a lot more complex than you might expect. That was actually a lead strike. Okay. First one we've gotten to fall off, I think, and it's on the freaking boss.
Yeah,
Oop.
the game's story and all is good, and I appreciate the world building they made with the scrolls.
I've been fooled again, Aragami. The technique. It's Ryuta's. If I never enough of this, die! Kiba. My arm. His body won't withstand another trick like that. Yeah, a creature of shadow using a light technique. That can't be good for them. Perfect timing, Kibo. At least one of us will make it. I have no right to blame you for what you've done. The fury, the thirst for revenge in your eyes. I felt it myself when we wrought vengeance on the men who killed our families. But we had each other. We carried on as a new family, bound by revenge. But you were alone. You lost everything. If I had lost the others, would I have ended up just like you? Maybe we're not that different after all.
Like, sure.
Our leaves trapped in a hurricane, Yamiko. A storm of vengeance. A cyclone of light and darkness that has been twirling since before you or I even existed. It has sucked us in, and now we're the ones making it spin. It has to end, Yamiko. I died once for revenge, and I won't let it happen again. I wish there was another way.
any,
So do I.
Ria.
I do not forgive you, but I understand. Thank you for playing Aragami. The tale of a child born, not born to vengeance, but thrown into the life for revenge way too early.
Yeah.
The cycle of revenge have ended for now.
Yeah, and also hello, Derby.
Hello.
Yeah, you took a perfect moment for jumping in. How are you today?
Pretty good. Although I see for some reason on my end of the stream, my picture is wrong.
Yeah, it's because the normal reactives just refuse to work. So we've moved to a different version on which I have to upload the images to a site. Not really a site, but I don't fully understand how it works. I'm no IT specialist. So yeah, we'll have to change that at some other point. Feel free to send me feel free to send me an image you want to use it for. Let's see, voices. Nicholas Herbert for Aragami. Yamiko Elvira Bjorkman. Hikaru voice Johan Bogenholm, Sora Isabel Hirakoshi. And the enemy voices Anton Skat, Eric Songfeld, Joachim Moberg, Matthias Heiberg. Very Swedish sounding names.
They are Swedish. You're Björkman.
So it's a very Asian looking game, and yet the people are not.
Yeah, there are obviously some other cultures as well, but still, it might be a Swedish development team.
And this was all in Unity. And yeah, I think you see again why I just like this. I have high hopes for the sequel. I have very high hopes for the sequel.
Oh yeah.
Everyone who believed in Twin Souls, everyone who played Path of Shadow, are those previous games by them? Hideo Kojima FromSoft in the special thanks, okay. But yeah, they made a at once very simple but also very intricate backstory on this. Even if the gameplay and the animations are rather basic, I still very much appreciate the work that they put in this.
Yeah. And rank S?
Yeah. Technically, we weren't ever spotted with it. I think it just automatically gives you an S.
Yeah. No, we say this. It went better than our first time streaming this for. I think you spent a much longer time fighting the boss then.
Yeah. Also, we've got a bunch of skins that we could use. Let's see. Obtain 6 Ure medals. I'm presuming those are stealth ones. Or 13 Ure for Ghosts. Fujin. Okay, I like that. It even has yin yang a bit in the mask. Kami medals. Raijin. 13 Devil. And Nightmare for Oni medals. And then we have Grey Fox, Arctic Fox, and Red Fox. Complete all chapters on hard difficulty, but hold on a sec. Oh, that's cool. How does okay, that's just cool. Did I not manage to beat the game on hard? No. Oh, okay, we must have lowered the difficulty for that one. Or...
I think it might be you accidentally started a harvest, but then it went back because of, you almost threw a wall or something.
Yeah, that must be it, yeah. Did I be... Okay, it wasn't on... Huh. Okay, so it... When I originally streamed this, it was on the normal difficulty as well. Okay. Oh. Hello in chat, Aurora Nocturna. How are you doing today? Hope you're well.
Oh.
And yeah, that may be the main story of Aragami done. But we still have the Nightfall DLC. Where we can choose between Shinobu, a Master Field operative. Shinobu's loyalty to Nishuku is surpassed only by her loyalty to Yo. Or, well, the man himself, Yo. True to his role as Yamiko's former counselor, Yo will stop at nothing until he has freed the Shadow Empress from her magic prison.
Wait, he survived.
Yeah, he was killed only later. That's Aurora. I'm reasonably fine, thank you for asking. Okay. Now, which of these two should we play? I don't think they play too differently, and they don't play different story, I believe.
I don't even remember who we used when we did this.
I think it was Shinobu. So, let's go with the man himself. Arguably one of the causes for... Wait, okay, there's co-op for this DLC. And I know that there's up to 4 people co-op in Aragami 2. So that probably started here. Failed to connect, please. Okay. And yeah, once again I managed to beat this on normal. So let's pick that up again. Normal. Let me actually see how many chapters. Why is that just overlapping there? I think it kind of bugged out with the jumping into the multiplayer thing and jumping back out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 chapters. Okay. Oh, let's get started. Great.
Path. Oh. Very ninja-esque game, I'm guessing.
Yeah, very, very, very.
Oh, a lynx.
Because I even noticed that the one girl, her name was basically just a play on words for female ninjas.
Yep. Also, I looked it up during the cutscene. Yami means darkness in Japanese, or similar to such. So Yamiko's name was literally Dark Lady.
Oh. Well, that makes sense. From what I even saw a little bit there before I joined.
What happened to you? That's enough. She must be back now.
You read last time what happened.
Now, this takes place before the main story. Shadow Leap. Yes, same as usual. Yeah, you need Shadow Essence to use your abilities. Intense light weakens and drains. It's marked by the full moon. Okay. Technically, it probably would have made sense to do this DLC first, since, well, it's set before everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Commander. Shinobu? Safe journey?
Yeah.
Nothing untoward. Did your scouting bear any fruits? The cargo squadron is nearby. It's men looking for us. We'd best relocate before they find this place. You miss another chance to gather information? Let's see what we can learn from them.
Yeah.
Very well. Has the wound worsened, Sensei?
that's what that green stuff is, I'm guessing.
Tari.
The infection is accelerating. I can manage for now. We have other priorities. The squadron may carry clues about Yamiko's condition. 5 years of waiting is enough, Shinobu. We need her back. We cannot waste this opportunity.
Yeah. Omineiska.
Very well, sir. Good. What have we here? Mission Journal, June 1, year 10th of the 6th age. Nikaiho attack, no Nishoku survivors 13. June 12, year 10. Empress is alive but imprisoned. As a result of the magic seal used by the Kaiho captains, the forbidden technique, she is now both impossible to reach and unconscious. Death of Kaiho leader Ryo confirmed. Death of the sage who wounded Ryo, Chiyoshi, also confirmed. No, okay, so he didn't survive the battle. Known Nishoku survivors 37. May 30, year 12 of the 6th age. Kaiho has completed a giant construction, a temple honoring those who fell during the war. The body of Kaiho's force has returned to their lands. Only light adepts remain. Known Nishoku survivors 9. March 15th, year 15. The technique those cursed Kaiho generals used to seal Yamiko has side effects. The remaining captains, Sora, Hikaru, and Yuki, were weakened by it. Sources confirm that they don't have a solution and haven't yet found a way to even reach Yamiko. She isn't dead, but she isn't quite alive. Nishoku's return may be but a matter of time. Shadow prevails.
Alright, so all the ones we've been fighting have been light adepts only, since the rest just went home.
Which also makes me curious if we'll see adepts of these other 6 elements in Aragami 2. Fading shadows.
Yeah, I hope so.
Would be something.
The Raven, I could chart this valley like the back of my hand. Oop. Okay, I thought there was footing underneath. Yeah, shadow creation, aim at any surface, and create a path of shadows. So there and there. They do bleed away over time, but they last long enough for us to jump over. Yep. Well, that also works.
I think I'd have preferred to just go over the door.
It is the ninja way.
Whoop.
Well, someone's gonna see him.
Okay, typical stuff. Stay out of the light. And give this guy a fright. Okay.
Shame it's not like Red Dead Redemption 2 where he burns on the fire.
No access to Aragami skills. Okay. They're like hounds with a scent. They're numbers, not skill against us. We'd sweep the floor with them if we had but half to all their force. And if only ourselves to rely on. Patrol ahead. Yo, are you strong enough to use your shadow techniques? Death alone would stop me. Explosive kunai. Press E to throw a kunai in front of you. Press and hold E to make it explode. Okay, we can make it explode in midair. In twin shadow. Playing alone, aim at an enemy and press E to mark them. Hold E to call your partner and dispose of the marked target at any moment. If playing a line, press E to leap next to your partner. Okay. Shadow grenades. Press E to throw a grenade that explodes, blinding all enemies in the blast radius. And Kage, we've seen this one during the main game. Press E to refill your shadow essence and become invisible for a few seconds. You will become visible again when your shadow essence is depleted.
I'm gonna grab a pair. Derby, make sure the captain doesn't die. Otherwise, I will give you bid to Aurora.
Okay.
Because that's much more of an option.
Okay, I thought it was more like going to be a case where we detonated in midair, but no, killing someone and then using the corpse as a trap. Well, it's a very ninja thing.
I would do it.
The thing with ninja is that they were pragmatists of the highest order. Damn, this never end in winter. Well, let's hope there's truth to the rumors. I could do with slaying a Nishoku captain. The devil hero has certainly caused enough trouble for us. True as the sun. Okay, they split up.
And I'm back, and I feel like I just missed something.
Yeah, just missed some enemy dialogue.
That's all.
Oh, I missed the explosion part.
Well, maybe I can show you more. That guy in the mid. That guy stops there in the middle. Yep, there's an archer. I was just about to move. Okay. Once this guy walks away, I'm grabbing this guy. Actually, he might see that. Let's get rid of the body at one swoop as well. Okay, they still saw enough of that to get curious. Which will make it a perfect time for this. Okay, I thought they would go investigate it more. Okay, at least we get this guy then. Cartwheel with a campfire.
Now just land in the fire and burn, sucker.
Oop. Let's deal with that guy. Watch him fold like laundry.
Someone next to him has noticed.
Yep. Okay, I kind of hoped that would... Okay, at least it got his attention. I thought it would kill them, or at least I hoped it would, but oh well. Yep. Did he just shoot his buddy's corpse with a flaming arrow? Or a bolt of light? Let's see. Can I... Yep. There. Yep. None of them really spot me there. Okay.
Close each other.
But I don't got charges.
Oh, for the simple method, kunai was ready in charged.
No, it only means that I have it equipped. The target... Nope. There's another one nearby. I doubt I can get the kill on one of them. But yeah, you can aim the Shadow Leap to any surface. Even ceilings.
You were saying?
Which makes it somewhat better than just your standard teleportation, I'd say. Shrines, shadow techniques have limited usages. The dots on your cape represent the remaining uses of the equipped technique. Approaching a shrine will refill all your shadow technique uses. But we can also refill it with the shadow kills. So yeah, we just activate this. And we get those 2 dots onto the sides back. Yonder's the village. Patrols will become more dense. The platoon bedded down here. We must find all the information we can. We know little of Kaiho's machinations. Going for intel and rendezvous just beyond the village.
Ja, om vi ska.
Understood. Okay, we don't get access to any Aragami skills, which, well, makes sense. We are not an Aragami. But we do still have access to just being a loud little nuisance to distract them. It also means that we don't really get the same ability to just see where all the useful stuff is and such.
Yeah, wait, I just realized, did you say 6 elements?
Six other elements. There are 7 that we know of.
Okay.
Earth, wind, fire, water, light, shadow, and life.
Yeah, I was counting in my head and realized, wait, shouldn't there be 7 then? But alright, that's just me misunderstanding then earlier.
Yeah. Let's see. Gather Kaiho intel. That doesn't say where it's hidden. Yeah, this would be made easier by having someone else to also cover all this ground with. But, well, we don't.
Someone else to pick off the others while you're moving ahead.
Okay. There's probably something in there. Get rid of the corpse. He almost saw that.
We sword, so I think not. Uh-oh.
That guy's looking at you.
Only seeing shadows.
Let's see, anything in here?
Might want to,
Someone may spot the body.
like that guy right there.
Well, he'll spot a body, his own. Yep.
Face plant.
Come on. Oh, yeah. At least no one will find him like that.
Give them some dignity, even if we do rob them of some by, well, completely destroying the corpse. Okay. I hope I don't have to go around too much to find this intel. Ooh.
For a second there, that seemed close.
Well, it is close.
Wait for this
Too
one
close
to
for-
turn around. Okay, but then his friend there goes up.
Oh.
God damn it. Yeah. We can get a bunch of them with this. Okay, it also shows which ones will get killed by the attack with the little icons above them.
Oh.
Oops.
These guys are blind.
No, we are basically invisible in the shadow. Because, well, our character is a shadow adept. Which basically means like a shadow bender.
Yeah.
Damn it, brain. Made me imagine Bender as a ninja.
He'd be too drunk and loud for that.
Yes,
Whatever we hear.
even not knowing, I'm talking about Bender the Bender.
From Futurama.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a little obnoxious for this.
Yeah.
The way Bender would be a ninja is by making sure there are no witnesses alive in the in the nearest square kilometer.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
he's hilarious. There's sometimes he is a bit almost too evil.
Yeah.
Well, that is Bender for you. Just an asshole.
Yeah. That's one way to put it.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I think I said this before. I like Futurama more than Simpsons.
Yeah,
I'll agree
Futurama
there.
is also smarter with its humor. Though in some cases that does go right over my head.
Yeah, no, here's a review with Futurama. It's not as old as The Simpsons. Like, they're really scraping the bottom with Simpsons.
Yeah, they've basically run out of content.
Yeah. So whenever the team gets to do Futurama and another show they made on Netflix that I liked very much, this is done and done, is Disenchantment.
Yeah,
This was very good.
I think I've
it's
heard of that
basically
one.
fantasy Futurama.
Yeah. And yeah, for what I've seen for Futurama and Disenchantment, I can really feel like the team feels like finally something new to work with.
Also, I think that second slash tag was a bit unnecessary. You'd already run them through. Don't need to practically decapitate them.
Will it be counted as a double tab?
Probably, like he double tapped my ass there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that light sword, Jesus.
Yeah. The fun thing with that is that it's the sword itself that's magic there. It's been infused with a special mineral that basically turns it into a, well, not really a lightsaber, but something close.
You're not wrong actually. For lightsabers in Star Wars early on were a bit like that.
Okay.
Right, first were metal, then we metal with ancient on them. Then
Yeah, I
came
remember.
the almost to the lightsaber you see today, was with the handle and a long cable attached to a battery.
Yeah.
The basically extension cable version.
Yeah. And I think that was before they actually got the crystals properly working for it.
Yeah. I remember a little bit from Star Wars Online that it's like, yeah, pretty much old lightsabers weren't even lightsabers at all. They were just enchanted swords, basically.
Yeah.
Risky since that.
I mean, I kind of like those swords more than the actual lightsabers.
I think I'd be torn between the two, since on the one hand, the more advanced option is cool, but on the other hand, so is the more ancient method.
Yeah. There's something more. I guess you can be a bit more creative with that, the ancient versions, with the design and all that.
I'll give the more advanced ones credit, though, because they have the ability to cut through solid metal.
Yeah, though they do have one drawback.
Okay, that was just using the laser shadow point to just call in the cat.
What the heck?
We're just busy talking about lightsabers, and all of a sudden that cat's just like, and he's gone.
All right. Also says you can use the lightsaber to block other blaster fire and such, but what you cannot block is what they call slugs.
AKA your standard bullets.
For it will fly through the lightsaber and hit you with molten lead.
Yeah.
The drawback of, well, of slug throwers being, of course, that you kind of need to carry around the ammo and such. Damn! Come on. Okay, that was on me for not looking that way, and that's a new suit
Yeah, the hat.
and a red coat. Would that one have a British accent then?
Maybe.
Oh, I'll put you to do another joke about those with the red shirts.
Oh, we're going to kill him like a red shirt.
Maybe he's just wearing red for the same reason Deadpool does.
Doesn't have to wash it out.
So you can't see them bleed.
There he is.
Wait, I just realized something. Red coat, yellow hat.
I guess we're going to assassinate Luffy.
What? No. Oh, wait, I see what you meant. No, that's not where I was going. Also,
Where are you
like,
Oh, I know where this guy's going.
it's a Mountie!
This should be. Oh, he was carrying it, and I completely missed that you exist. So
Of
let's make
course
you
the
not exist.
Canadian has it! Yes, I'm sorry, Derby, I went there.
Okay, let's
That's
get
how
it.
you feel.
Let's pull
I'm
this
not sure
off
I got it.
successfully now.
Oh dear. Sorry, what did you say there, Derby?
I said I'm not sure I got the reference.
Canadian Mountie?
Oh, that. Whatever.
Okay. It does feel a lot more fitting to go full combat or full kill with Hyo here, since, well, it's kind of his thing as well. There.
He's kind of
There.
a natural murderer. Ooh.
Yeah, that and he's fully on the path of vengeance.
For a second there, I thought you were just not gonna go right through the door. That's when you teleported.
I think it's more of a... The Empress is on vengeance. He is abusing her.
Who is the Soul Alchemist? Hi-ho,
なのに
Lieutenant.
こいつがつら
I read about him during my studies. The alchemist was one of the 5 sages. He helped develop the forbidden technique.
レモンの指へバイオ
He's a master of life essence. I thought he disappeared years ago, but wait. What is it?
ミーオドホム
Yo, we have to see this. Tell me.
どの勢いも増え
It
つら
says he left the
バダイ
city to
コミ
find something. Something that could finish Yamiko once and for all. What?
So,
Left for Genten. What does he want from Yamiko's hometown? It is days' travel from Kyoryu. If anyone knows how to release Yamiko, it will be him. It should be our chance. We're going to Genten.
まあ数個
You know the pressure we're under. This could be our last chance.
これ今をキャレイスね
What's that chance worth when it gets us killed? No choice, Shinobu. In the discussion. Let's go. Okay. Instead of scrolls, we're collecting katanas. And yeah, I missed a line there because I did a quick look on Lin's works, and apparently they shut down.
Wait, what?
Yeah, the developers have shut down apparently.
Oh, that's the creators of this series?
Yep.
Oh.
Okay, I wanted to look up the other games they might have played. Made. A bit odd that a Wikipedia page didn't show up as one of the first things. Okay, let me just... There, Wikipedia. I'll look at that further next time. Okay. Let's continue on to the second of 4 chapters. With luck, we might be able to finish this, but we'll have to see. Otherwise, next time we just start with Aragami and then move to Crisis 2. Our priority is to locate this alchemist. Find out what he's looking for.
どれにもいいしよね
As I recall, that drawbridge bars the town's entrance. Is there another way? No. We must reach the levers inside those towers and lower the bridge.
いやおめでとう
Very well. Chapter 2. The Soul Alchemist.
Oh dear.
I've mostly just read about it, but their essence thing kind of reminds me of Lords of Magic.
No.
Because they have like 6 affinities of magic base. No, 8 affinities of magic.
What? Wait, hold on. What did you say the game was named?
Lords of Magic.
Hold on. Give it a moment.
I think that's the right title.
Why are they looking over there? Oh well.
Lords of Magic. I have it.
Damn it,
Yeah, it's
just a bit too late for that. Of course, the archers start to panic.
Shooting just fire everywhere.
I'm surprised that Derwin knew this game, for it's from 97.
Yeah, I had a copy of it, but it was barely functional, and it was from someone else, so...
I still have it. I doubt it's very functional, but it has been re-released to Steam at least.
Okay. If I've heard of it before, I can't remember.
Well,
But if
it
I were to
helps,
see something of it, I probably would remember.
well, if it helps, it's made by the Sierra,
Okay.
and I think those are still around.
Yeah, Sierra had got a restart at some point.
Yeah, so that makes sense why that game is probably on Steam, since they probably made sure it works.
Yeah.
And here's a unique thing about that game, especially when it comes to the world map. It's round.
Oh yeah, I remember that, because I did manage to play
so
it
you
a
can
little
loop
bit.
around.
Yes, you can.
My
And you
copy
even
was a
can
little
make your
quick.
own map in the map editor that is round. It quickly gets confusing.
There's a sword up here.
I never messed with the map editors in games because it's like, I'm just not very good at it.
I usually love to. It depends on the map editor, of course.
Yeah. Damn near got hit there.
I can aim for that tiny bit of shadow up there to get here. Okay. I'll take that. Oop, and I completely missed that.
And I will say this also, Derby. I'm holding the manual in my hand at the moment.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
Let's
miss
see you
maybe
Okay. I probably should have seen that coming.
Oh dear.
It was
Honestly,
dead.
I miss when we got game manuals like this, where you could get a lot of lore, mechanics, function, all that. Like, there's a lot of lore in these game manuals at times.
Yeah. Like I remember my brother still has his a copy of Lunar and the little instruction booklet that's like freaking 200 pages long.
Holy. Actually, how many pages is this one? 160.
This guy.
What the? I looked away and I see the. What did you do?
Well, I didn't do it. Shinobu did that one.
Just it wasn't me, it was the other person. Ooh.
You just
Immediately hide
impale a short sword through his top of his head.
Yep.
Yeah.
If he'd worked to pay, he might have had a bit more of a chance.
Huh? Oh, free. Wait, free. Huh?
Yep.
Away they go.
That looked a bit comical. More comical than it should.
Well, that's ragdolls for you.
But more of the whole question mark than the ragdolling. Get a rather cartoony feel.
Okay, I wanted to stab that one, not throw a blade in his back.
I'm kind of sad that developers have shut down. Again, at least they made this one and the second game.
Okay, the kunai actually remains. Okay, so if you want to ambush a squad or someone passing by, you could do that and plant it as a trap. How much can we actually get back from that?
I just realized
Just about the same as we use for it.
Nice. As a captain, something I just realized.
That's it.
Depending how long, this depends if we finish it today or not. We could, depending how much we have left, if we fail to finish it today, we could finish it of Sunday evening or Saturday.
Yeah.
Again, depending if we finish, depending if we finish it today or not, and of course how long we have remaining. So, if we don't finish this game today, then it's maybe.
We can finish Sunday, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. No, nothing written in stone here. But if we do, don't expect a long stream.
Yeah.
For it's basically, we play it, we finish it, that's it.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. That's level 1. It would have been nice to play this co-op. But we already got enough co-op games going on as is.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to see you and Dervy do co-op.
Depending on what it is, that might do terribly.
Well, that's where the entertainment comes from.
Okay, I hope it checkpointed us at that. Yep, okay, it did. Okay. I'm not sure if the Kage makes us silent here.
Oh, but what
like
if
it
you
would have
want
done
to
in
go
the
into the
upgraded
water?
Okay. Oop.
Oh, it's a
Little shrine.
statue.
Damn it.
The blood defies.
Okay, that still counts as a stealth kill. Yeah. I guess he bled so much on it and it's hardened so quickly it made a blood vine.
That or the statue inside is cursed. Or has some shielding. Oh, reminds me, Howley, we had in chat a few times in the past. Show a interesting a few interesting pictures recently.
Oh.
Basically, I guess you could call them indoors igloos that are made of cloth or fluffy cloth in shape of a cat that you enter through its mouth to sit inside and watch TV.
Okay.
And they are massive. Like, they would not fit in my room, I think.
I missed a whole bunch there because someone turned on the microwave.
In the name of... Could I have some attention here, please? Doesn't look like a mob boss at all.
He looks ugly, is what he looks like.
State your purpose. You know my purpose. The alchemist wants me. I'm making for the Dakudaga house. Oh, how gracious. The barrier lowered at last. quickly. I think we see where this is going. The man is our key. Don't let him out of your sight.
Oh dear. But I was gonna say, these kitty-shaped round tents, they said that they thought they were cute. I just said very much that, yeah, they sure look cute, but also look cursed. They gave me a large amount of mimic warning. Like, they look like big and cute, but once you enter them, nom. And I don't even dare to guess how expensive it is. Where are you supposed to put it, and why it's so fluffy on the inside as well? Like, would you even want a TV attached to a fluffy wall?
Would depend on the person.
I'm always thinking for the sake of the machine. Oh, hey, I seen a commercial where someone put fluffy skin on their laptop.
Okay.
Yeah, it just looks stupid. And I don't think it's good for a laptop to be having something like that around it.
So what's with this guy's walk? It's like he's only bending his legs from the knees down and not using the upper legs. Dead end.
No, there's no room.
If I kill them before those move... Yeah. We're not on a no-kill bit here. But killing someone would complicate things, probably. There. There. Okay, for a second I thought we got spotted because I heard a sword being drawn.
Same.
Nobody's locking. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Good kitty.
That guy noticed.
I didn't notice enough to come investigate, though. But now he does. The aiming can be a bit finicky here and there. There he is, walking like he shit his pants.
A game with finicky aim, I would not do great.
Ooh. That was close. Someone was about to spot you with a laser sight.
Yeah.
Again, they used the wrong laser sight for the bows.
Ooh, have fun.
There. Okay, good spots to defend against intruders, but well, they never they never thought anyone capable of making shadows and jumping from to and from them would be passing through. There we go. Well, that's definitely going to get noticed if we activate it again.
目ないの
Are you certain? They might see us.
いいの
They won't.
Are you sure?
So just to be spiteful,
やめこ千代
perhaps this place holds the key to Yamiko's freedom. Perhaps that is why the alchemist is here.
キャニースケーツルノートに
And don't know you want. I know you don't want to hear it, Hyo, but we should call for support. At least take another day to scout.
これいっそね
We've been over this. She might be dead in that time.
これ骨だ持つ
She
の
might be dead now.
で石く
Enough. Yeah, both sides have very tight bonds of loyalty,
飲めない
which means they won't let go.
これいいで
We probably have to ride this all the way up. Let's take a detour. Yeah, they probably have guards stationed at the top who are probably confused why the thing went down but didn't come back up.
Yeah.
Oh, and luckily enough, we find a side entrance.
No.
Quite a house. Must have been quite a party as well. They literally, well, they didn't bring down the roof, but they split the house in two. This is where she lived as a child.
What's that yo?
This was Yamiko's home? How many years has it been since I last walked these chambers? 25? 30?
それね
It's a grand place. This is where Sargozan killed Master Inari? Indeed. And it appears that those of the light have desecrated it once again. Now, that's just disrespectful. These are recent. What were they?
セニほら
Sensei, keep still.
ヒヨテレにアド
Training isn't advanced enough to manage this, Hyo. His wound worsens every time. So you're also a life adept. The alchemist must have been looking for something here. We must find him. First off, though... Inari. As I'm sure you know, we have located Sargozan's main camp. We depart tomorrow, just as we brought upon the filth. I find it hard to believe still that you decided against joining us. Will you heed my request and bring Mitsuko and Yamiko to the city? Betwixt these walls, they will not require your protection all day and night. You will be able to act like a leader for Akudaga once more. Cultivating a family has made you weak, my old friend. You had best not lower your guard, Yo. Words he very much regrets, I presume.
Yep. And yes, Captain read one word wrong, but it was still correct meaning. He said once again,
Yeah.
not once more.
At his Dakudaga house. Let's find the alchemist. Lots of archers around here.
Yeah, and that made me remember of a band I listened to a few times long ago. I think the band was called Unleash the Archers. Yes, it was a metal band. I do have to say, sometimes rock bands and metal bands can have some very interesting names.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see. Will this work for an infiltration route? No, we can't climb that. Nope. Was he there a second ago, or did he just spawn in?
It's just,
Either
I guess
way,
he was-
cat toy. Just vanishes into the roof.
And then there's those two.
That looks like something else from this angle. No wonder the Kaiho are so fucking anal about all this.
Oh man.
Whoever needs the key, look for Takeshi. He's in the training grounds. May the light shine upon us. Okay, to the training grounds it is then. Kitty wants a hug. Okay. That's more a cemetery or shrine. Okay. Luckily enough, they aren't smart enough to react to blood and everything.
Yeah.
Just the wind, really.
There's a Skyrim reference.
I'm not sure if it is.
Skyrim popularized it and made it into a meme. However, just the wind is much older than that. It has been said in many movies and games.
Yeah. There's a YouTube channel, a music YouTube channel called The Chalk Eaters. Damn it.
And as
Who made a music video called Must Have Been the Wind, and yes, it is about Skyrim.
I know of this, for it has been in my recommendations for a while. I just haven't taken time to listen to it yet.
I think I've listened to 2 of their songs, their Honkai Star Rail one, and one more. I'm blanking on which one that was. I still need to watch their Genshin Impact song. Which one was the other one again? Let me do a quick look. Also... there. Forgo subtlety. It still counts as stealth if they didn't notice us before we stabbed them. But then again, the other one stabs us up. Okay, where's the training grounds then? Or are those the training grounds on the side here? They don't look like training grounds to me.
A bit respectful if they use a graveyard as a training ground.
A little bit.
Other people could see use the graveyard as a training ground would be necromancers.
Yeah.
Will still be disrespectful, but it will make sense at least.
Okay. The songs for which I found the Chalk Eaters was their Bethesda song. It just works.
Oh yeah, I also seen that in recommendations.
Okay, where are these training grounds? Probably over there?
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna need a new person as a spokesperson for Bethesda for... I forgot his name, but whoever he is...
Todd
he has
Howard.
become a meme.
Yeah.
And, every time he shows up, it feels like he... Actually, yeah, I think every time he has shown up, stuff like it just drags Bethesda's reputation through the dirt.
damn it, that's out of...
Uh-oh.
Well,
Alright.
it didn't get me spotted, but it still got them all alerted.
I was expecting him to actually shoot his friend.
Wouldn't that be useful?
Damn it.
You have failed.
Okay. Let's get to that lock. Yep. Really, dudes? Okay. Okay, will it show where it... No, it does not show.
Oh, so that's how those arrows work.
Yep.
Lots of flight.
We went to the mountains?
See? Yep. Okay, quick turn on that guy. Okay. Where are these blasted training grounds then?
Don't worry, people. I'm just using the sound effects for moral boost. Oh, I guess moral encouragement? Question mark?
Okay, looks like I won't need to have her kill you instead. Okay, is it here? No. Well, I guess I'll just have to kill every last damn one of them. Do you actually move from there? If not, then, well...
And they're all
what?
alerted again.
There's the training grounds. Very obvious training grounds.
That's not subtle at all.
Okay. And there we have another red coat with the straw hat.
Another mountaineer.
The crew that Luffy doesn't want to talk about.
Very few of their big warriors kind of remind me of the Mongols from the old Mulan movie.
And they've dressed in
Well-
similar color.
Yeah, dude, here's the thing. Mongols indeed attacked China and all that, but for some reason in the movie, well, the original Mulan animation, they were not called Mongols.
Yeah.
They were called Huns.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which is weird since Huns never... I don't think Huns never went to China during that time period. They went to Europe.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's one of those weird Disney things.
Yeah. Definitely encourages me to get a reason to check where Hun territory actually was in real life.
Well,
Why?
Hungary?
Oh yeah.
What about the Hun named Gary?
Okay, that's a new one. But yeah, I think they did come from Middle East, then they moved to Europe and established Hungary later.
Yeah.
They were so
Oh, yeah,
hungry, they
Attila the
named the
Hun.
entire country after it.
Attila the Hun, so yeah, I think Attila founded it, so it was probably during the Roman era.
Yeah.
So they may have had some contact with China before then, but still, I think the Mulan movie got from Disney got is still a bit wrong.
So reports 5 Nashuko survivors remain, give or take. Numbers yo. It's like a cockroach, scuttling away from beneath your heel. We've had enough to handle with the damned Shadow Empress. I'd wager they've been dealt with already. We dispatched an expedition to their last known hiding place but a week ago. Okay, that's good news. Now imagine that Cretin's face when our brothers catch him. Yeah. It might not be so cocky in less than a minute.
Yeah, just hanging out.
They're not moving. But the red guy does move. Okay, no entrance there. We can jump down here. Oop.
The red guy.
That's gotta be absolutely pants shitting to just see a giant cat leap at you from the freaking wall.
No, where did that thing come from? Oh, too late.
Cats in the walls again.
They're in the walls. They're in the goddamn walls.
Wait, didn't your cats do that?
Yeah, one of our uncles and aunts' cats got into the ceiling tiles.
What about the Inky when they were kittens? Weren't they in the walls or something?
I don't think so.
Oh wait, they got. I remember you telling us they got into other places somehow. Like the cabinets and such from behind.
Oh, that. Yeah, the bathroom cabinets. Or bathroom. Yeah, the bathroom cabinets were or are open at the back, so they could climb into the drawers from there. Also, give me a second on that. Fuck off, bots.
Wait, I didn't see that.
Yeah, they're marked as likely ban evader restricted, so they weren't being shown.
Okay,
This takes
so
quite a bit of power.
yeah, but yeah, I guess Twitch has started to take some steps towards that damn thing. Finally.
Yeah. Can I target that guy from here? Yes. Just cartwheel the assholes out.
Holy.
Okay, that
fun
was
of
satisfying.
They learned to fly.
Not really.
They tried to cartwheel like Puss in Boots, but it only got them in casts.
And I still feel bothered by one of Puss in Boots' famous phrases.
Fear me if you dare.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, sure, it sounds fine when you say it, but when you think about it, you realize, hold up. Fear me if you dare. And then that a bit of a...
Let me move, let me move, let me move. There.
That would have been close.
Ooh.
It might be more of a meaning behind it. Like, if... be terrified if you don't dare or something. Anyways, knock knock.
Who's that?
Well, that's an alchemist if I ever saw one. At least he dresses different from the others. Oh, that's the bells.
にそれめ
That must be him, the alchemist. Its music reminds me of another game, but I'm blanking on why and when, or which,
Yeah.
which one. Let's watch. Ah, Hikaru.
先代の
Futashita.
炎
Mr. Hikaru. I have something for you.
兄もからの石も
Exploring her childhood home proved very fruitful. I have now honed techniques to identify those objects most valuable to the Empress.
いな姉とフェナマ
I don't have time for your games, alchemist. What good are these trinkets?
からをそねにえん
These trinkets are resonant with Yamiko. They are rooted in her formative experiences.
炎だ
And
やめこ
entrapping Yamiko in a person is difficult. Entrapping her in an object is impossible. Unless the object is something she herself imbued with life essence.
ダヌその
We all do this, unintentionally, to the things we cherish. With these trinkets, we can collect her more easily, fragment her more safely. He's not going to be happy with that.
先代の井上
Good. Can you use these to help Yuki?
あっちの
I'm confident, but cannot be entirely certain unless I test them. Until I
ご
test
めん
them.
くらな
Explain.
おつのこいこそうだぞ
Theory comes first, Master Hikaru. Practice is nothing without theory. Action is nothing without preparation.
炎よの
I told you to stop playing games.
やめこおつ
A
の
piece of Yamiko's soul that that you carry within you. I can test my theory on that before we try to save Yuki.
ダナそのいつでこ
Let me take a small trace of the soul fragment you hold and seal it within one of these objects. Then we will know if I can ensure your partner's recovery.
あっちの
It will take but a moment.
Freddy
You're straining my patience, foreigner.
見えいける
Master Hikaru. If we do not test the method, this entire endeavor may have been a waste. Master Yuki is not long for the world in his present state.
いやなくだらね
If it works, we've wasted time. If it doesn't work, we've wasted time. Yuki and Sora are waiting in Kiryu at this very moment.
のあなたれ
We shall leave for your quarters in the city with all haste.
いや
Very well.
かねいよいさこいけ
What are they nattering about?
ハメネその顎
You remember the soul ogre? The strange and the rare and strange ailment the Kaiho captains contracted when they used the forbidden technique to entrap Yamiko?
ゆくみ軽いそヒクルあそら
Yuki must be the first to have succumbed to the condition. It is only a matter of time before the same fate befalls Hikaru and Sora.
おのせく
And his slime has found a way to cure it, using Yamiko's belongings?
Yeah.
Indeed.
つぬめゆる
We
よ
must follow them. Kiryu is
Here, here.
No, here.
ホルヌエン
Stay with me. Okay. I do remember there is one part in this DLC that really ticked me off. But we'll have to see if when we get there. And if it'll be as much of a problem. We don't have the advantage of more empowered Aragami skills this time. This is the southern quarter.
受けないスケーツのノートに
This looks like the way. I'd say so, yeah. That doesn't look like it belongs.
Yeah, that's a pretty freaky tree.
The hunt for answers.
で石食うの
Dede allowed this monstrosity to grow in our city.
目ないの
Whatever it is, it oozes life essence. How did the alchemist create this?
おどめ
Let's find that miserable. Find him, interrogate him. If we can, kill him.
Yeah.
If we can.
Oh,
And-
it's spreading on him.
Yep. I was going to mention that. But yeah, the wound has spread. What is all this?
Hidden lab is what it
座っ
is.
てめない
Unclear. Let's look for clues. Well, it's not that hidden.
もう至らなんだ
What has he been doing here? Yum yum.
Don't.
Birdcage. And a lot of skulls.
Totally not ominous orb thing.
Don't touch it.
Wait. Hello. The fools have achieved so much more than I predicted. When I heard that the four self-proclaimed generals leading an army of blacksmiths and peasants could defeat the tyrant Shadow Empress of Nishoku, according to the scant answers they gave me today, half a decade ago they managed to execute the forbidden technique perfectly. They split the Empress's soul into 5 fragments and locked 4 of them away within themselves. The leader, Ryo, took his fragment to the grave. Sensing her impending defeat, the Empress enclosed herself in a negative vortex, an inert orb, devoid of essence and time, which rendered her invincible but trapped. 5 years hence, it is but a matter of time before the foreign soul in the captive's body destroys them and returns to the original host. Yuki will be the first to break. Ryo's fragment is nowhere to be found, but I am positive that returning the other 3 would be enough to liberate the Shadow Empress. And yet, perhaps with 1 fragment is enough. Enough to give the Empress lucidity within the void. She would still be trapped, but I'm certain she would pose a threat. Okay, and that's what happened. When Yuki was slain, she became conscious again. If only the sages hadn't disbanded, we could have achieved anything. Damn Chiyoshi and his minuscule vision. The forbidden technique was but the beginning. Wait, are you one of the 5 sages, then? Or someone wanting their powers? It's settled. We must kill Yuki, Hiraku, and Sora. That's how we free Yamiko. Can we locate the great... Well, however you say that, Yuki.
Yeah, that's a word that I can't even think to say.
まだ行こぬ
Yuki's being kept in the infirmary. Very nearby. Excellent. Let's find him. So she basically got shocked because she was fucking with the power outlet. I'm not sure if we'll be able to use this orb again, but there might be other useful information here. We can look in, but keep it quick. Captain Ryo. According to the captains, their partner Ryo was crucial to the Empress's downfall. They said the soul fragment he collected from her was so enormous that his own body was destroyed during the transference. Many consider him a hero. They were in awe of how he pushed the forbidden technique to such limits. I suddenly empathized with them. How did they keep a fragment of the Empress sealed within his soul even after he died? I didn't think it was possible. If this is what he achieved, and my theory is correct, then Ryo's soul is now unable to leave this world. It is still here, carrying Yamiko's soul fragment. It is somewhere in this city, invisible, imperceptible, waiting for someone to release it, or place it in a new host. Like, say, an Aragami.
Oh dear.
Note in front of the Raven's cage. Hour of the Rat. State stable. Subject has endured soul corruption but remains unable to move. No previous specimen lasted this long. Must be the work of Tsuyoshi. Needs further research. Oh. Very peculiar feather coloration there. Hello,
Yeah.
Kibo.
Or another bird?
I think that's supposed to be Kibo down.
He looked dead.
Unable to move was it,
Oh.
but nothing more than that. I'm guessing when Yuki died, maybe the pull on them got lessened or something,
Maybe.
or the effect on them. Yep, I went the wrong direction.
Not surprised. I keep thinking her pants are breaking.
Maybe they are.
Okay, locate the infirmary. This again.
Little Wisp doesn't like you.
Okay, they drain our power, so yeah.
Rain, then go boom. These are mines.
Basically, they're mobile mines.
Yeah, little homing mines.
Let's see. There's
Homing mines. Oh.
Because they home in on you, so yeah.
Then just hours after Captain handed the place over to him, the tree was... don't like him one bit. You see what the tree has done to everything? It's all dead. I think it absorbed life essence for his experiments, or something like that. Let us hope this old man can kill the Shadow Empress once and for all, and perhaps we can go back home. Okay. We can get through there, or through there. Okay. Let's see. Need to be a bit careful with the shadows.
Yeah, we missed conversation.
I don't think they were talking.
I think they were just about.
Yeah, they typically start talking earlier.
Ooh. Down and out.
There, Captain. There.
And the insert Metal Gear detection noise. I should add that to my soundboard.
That should be in there.
Oh. Hello, MD, and thank you for giving the captain more terrifying ideas. And wait, haven't you said we might stream those games in the future?
And some of them, at least.
The Metal Gears?
Yeah. I think the first one might be trickier.
まあ、スイコ。
Yeah. Grand
Well, 'cause there's
building.
a rematch. There's a remastered
inside.
version of the first Metal Gear, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. If there is a remaster of it, then we could play the first game.
There is
Provided
that Metal Gear Delta. That's a remaster or upcoming remaster of the third one, Snake Eater. Can't confirm I've played Metal Gear 1 on PS5. Okay. We're not touching the old Metal Gears. Like, if we do Metal Gear games, it'll be the Solid games. As in Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah. And provided also they are preferably remasters or at least in working condition.
Yeah. At the very least, we can stream Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain.
I
Yeah.
remember the second Metal Gear was not my favorite for what I did at the end. That one it got pretty stupid at the end.
Oh dear. I mean, we definitely did not stream the Game Boy version.
Is it?
Yes, there were Game Boy versions.
I remember in Metal Gear Solid, the guy in the tank, after you fought him the second time, I did not like that fight where he was on foot carrying a big machine gun.
How do you think about Metal Slug?
I don't think that was the dude's name.
No. Metal Slug is a game.
Oh, no,
Series.
I'm thinking Metal Gear Solid, the first Metal Gear Solid.
Is this a case where two old games just happen to have a massive dude with a heavy machine gun?
Yeah, because I remember it quite well for the first Metal Gear Solid. You fight him once in a tank, and then you fight him a second time when he's on foot, and you have to use mines to damage him.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna read the chat here. So.
Yeah, I saw.
I can read the chat then. Okay. Sorry, mean the original Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 were upscaled and remastered for PS5 and PC.
Okay. I would leave number 4.
Yeah.
I feel like we've been really lucky of late with the remasters of games we've been planning and wanted to play.
Yeah.
Especially considering how much of a flip of a coin it is when we play older games for it to work or not to work.
Yeah, because we either need to play versions for the PC that haven't been updated for it, or we need to emulate.
Yeah.
Or fan patches, or something, etc., and something more and more.
I don't know if I've
Dabbling.
suggested it. I don't know if I've suggested it, but a game series that I would recommend that I have seen is available on Steam is the Lunar Silver Star Story Collection.
Not sure if
Never
I've
heard
ever
of.
heard of that.
My brother owns the first one on PlayStation. It's pretty good. I've played it a little bit.
Okay.
It's got a neat story.
Okay, I get the feeling I might need to end the stream earlier, because my intestines are starting to complain about something.
Oh, jeez.
Wait. I just realized, Ron also had a headache earlier. I also had a headache today with nausea and all that. Makes me wonder, is everybody about to get sick?
I've been
Let's see,
feeling pretty good.
Master Collection is available on Steam, which includes 1, 2, 3, plus 5 is pretty cheap these days. Metal Gear Solid 4 is probably the only one you can't get easily. Well, I think I got my hands on a copy of that. The method of which we'll leave unsaid, I guess.
Gotcha. Questionable means.
Let's see. Okay, he's that way.
Some games are definitely harder to get by normal means for sure, so I get it.
Yeah, plus sometimes games just don't get sold anymore, so you either have to go emulate, or you have to buy a copy of someone for a massively inflated price, which might even be damaged. Ikaru, we may have received a ray of hope. A letter arrived this morning from a man who signs as the Soul Alchemist. He offers his hand to our cause. I've heard rumors about him. Some say he performs miracles with life essence, while others say he undertakes terrible experiments in the name of his art. Either way, he may be our only option. At this rate, we'll be dead before we find another, and the Shadow Emperors will rise again. We can't fail Harry like this. Meet me outside at the hour of the horse. Sora.
The hour of the horse, the hour of the rat.
Yeah, it's different hours of the day. Like, for ease's sake, they are translating the dates to a more understandable system. But for the hours, they just decided to go, nah.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like they're translating from the Chinese New Year system, but
I mean, Metal Gear Rising is the best Metal Gear game, but you knew that already. Yeah, and we already streamed that one. We need to find another key, it looks like. So we need to find another red guy. Oh, he almost spotted me there for a second.
Oh, you mean another red coat?
Yep. Let's get rid of you quickly.
what's that noise? That noise is you dying.
Oh dear.
I just called it like I seen it.
Okay, the guy's probably going to be in here somewhere.
You should probably get a panther as a pet for Derby.
Was it? I have
so
a
the kid-
suggestion.
Wait,
I have
what?
a suggestion for that, but his name is really hard to pronounce.
We'll just call him Kitty then.
Gwenoir, or whatever the fuck his name is from Legend of Drizzt.
Another thing I never heard of.
Ooh, quick,
How have you not heard of Legend of Drizzt?
Oh, Drist!
Yeah,
D&D.
forgot.
Yeah, okay, I heard of him. I just need. I thought he said something else.
What did you think you heard?
Dist.
Huh. Well, that's not far off, at least.
Yeah, I think. But did he say mist or dist or what the heck did he say for? You sound a little. In my end, you sound a little bit weirder when you said that name. So I was unsure.
Quick. Ah, damn it. I like how they do their little celebration.
Yeah.
Did I already get this?
I resist the urge to say a Bon Jovi line.
Okay, some of the checkpoints are a bit annoying. Or rather, lack of checkpoints in certain spots. Okay, so we need to go kill that guy again.
That guy's got you on his laser sights.
Who goes there?
Who goes there? The wind. Ooh, headshot.
I think one of the arch, yeah, one of the archers saw me there.
Everyone got alerted.
Oh,
Right there, coming
oh.
What's that?
Come on.
Now you're
It's always fun when you can just annihilate a bunch of enemies like that.
Damn, good escape.
Oh, he
Are these
noticed.
horse stable?
Yeah, this is supposed to be an infirmary, so I'm presuming these are patient cubicles.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Well, lucky for this guy, he's already there.
And now he's no more. Boom.
Just smack into the wall. That was fun.
Any game that has ragdolls gets a +1 in my book.
Yeah. I typically always remember Skyrim for having the funniest ragdolls, though.
The giants.
The giants, freaking the times I've shot rats across the room with a crossbow, yada yada yada.
Ooh, just barely dodged that.
That was close.
This is also close.
Famous last words.
Okay. Oh, come on! I was hitting this. I was hitting the kill button there. Okay. I'm presuming it put a checkpoint. I'm presuming I can load back to that there. Because I do feel like I should probably end it now. Wait, is that a corpse there? Wait, is that already dead somehow? What? Okay. We killed them so hard. They died. Okay, we killed these people so hard they stayed dead into another timeline.
Wait. Double
You
check
said
where
that-
you are.
Yeah, how do you mean?
I think you may reach a checkpoint after you kill them.
Maybe,
pulled
but
up.
it didn't put me back. Yeah, we'll just leave it to luck that the game bugged out somehow.
Or
Does
he
make
pulled a
this a whole lot
Thanos.
easier.
Pulled the Thanos move and snapped your fingers.
I thought you have to say he didn't know
Damn it.
this.
Okay, are they still dead? They are still dead.
You have killed them across multiple timelines. I'm claiming Infinity Stones.
You of all people should not have those.
Yep.
Oh, hello there.
Poor timing for.
Well,
Okay, we killed them. We killed them telekinetically.
Or did you summon shadow beasts?
No, that was just a normal. Yeah, that was a normal kill move.
the power of the dark side.
Okay. I'm presuming if we set it off whilst we're near it, we'll kill ourselves.
Oh, I guess we did not need to find a red coat.
Okay.
That
Open this up.
position.
Yeah.
In we go.
Okay. I'm guessing this will be the end of the chapter.
It's that way. Ooh,
There he is, along with the other two.
along with some questionable shit.
Taking a fragment and putting it into the comb. Now the bells. Pure white eyes. Definitely not a sign of something bad. Stop. He's dying. Shita. The comb now carries a tiny part of Yamiko's soul, but there is a problem with the bells. Perhaps the connection to Yamiko isn't as strong as I thought. Do something else then. Perhaps I can sustain a fragment more comfortably than Yuki, or any of you. However, being so close to Yamiko may make this more difficult than need be. Let's retreat from the city where I will remove the entire fragment from him and sustain it myself. Kyoryu Forest should be an appropriate distance.
誰のディエ
Is that absolutely necessary?
いや
The risks are too great otherwise.
いや
Very well. It's probably also not helping that you two are nearby, which, as we read, causes them pain. You, take the comb to the northern warehouse.
And there's your next task. Steal that.
We steal that as in the main story. Yeah, definitely not healthy.
みおどおめからいそう
Doesn't make sense. Hmm?
カニスケをつおる
When he attempted to transfer with the bells, something wasn't right.
いえデイモン
It failed.
そう誰も行
I
く
can't help but wonder. Perhaps he did it on purpose. Perhaps he wants Yamiko's soul fragments for himself. He could be luring them somewhere more isolated.
ソロ意志見だね
What could he want with her soul? Yamiko is in danger either way. I think I know where they're going.
よ誰にかな誰の
No, we will not be able to leap in and kill them in one attack.
忍ぶ我おる
I should not renege on our duty to Yamiko.
か
That's
ま
not
の
what I... Let's steal the comb.
おるってなめ
The comb
どのこいつはつら
contains a sliver of Yamiko's soul. Actually, did we steal it as... Maybe we did not. It's not enough to bring her back, but perhaps we can use it to make the captains vulnerable. Perhaps then we'll stand a chance.
しようその我取る
We
意
can't waste any more time. We shall take that comb. Okay, so indeed we do. Okay, that'll probably be the end of the chapter then. So let's see if we can find them quickly. Okay, we don't get a marker for them.
Yeah, we are ending the end of the stream time.
They're probably somewhere deep in here. So let's see if we can find them quickly. Also, something I noticed with Yamiko during the fights is that her hair was basically in 9 tails. Like a like a kitsune with 9 tails. Wait, I think we passed through here. Didn't we might have passed through here as the Aragami.
Yeah, I think so.
Something only you guys would know. I would not know.
There, dirty. There.
And there.
Although, from how interesting this is turning out, I was starting to wonder why I didn't join. So it actually is kind of neat.
I think I did suggest you about it.
Yeah, I kind of held off though, because I was like kind of unsure.
Well, you can try the game out yourself.
Or
Maybe.
you can also watch our YouTube videos.
When I finally publish those, because I've been falling behind on that again. I have been uploading them, I've just been lagging on publishing them.
Oh yeah.
Okay, he's oh, is that him?
That is him indeed.
Yep, yeah, there it. He even marked now. That hat won't just protect against this.
It's a fancy hat, but it won't do
Strange
you any good.
sensation. Can't believe this. There's a piece of you in this. And exit the area. Okay. Now we just need to get out. Okay, a lot of archer cover, but the exit is right there. Oop, and that's the timer. And yeah, we aren't silent during this. So it's
Invisible,
not
but
the
not
upgraded
silent.
version. Okay. I hope the delay was worth it, Shinobu.
いや、おめですか。
Me too. Okay.
Woo.
Can't climb irregular or brightly lit surfaces using Shadow Leap.
Kind of figured as much.
Okay, yeah, this is the finale for it.
Fancy like an ogre statue. Or Oni statue.
Wait, so we might be able to finish it?
No, we'd have to go overtime. And, well, I remember getting stuck on this for quite a bit, so no. Put him here. Do not distract me. Do not come near me. Do not set foot between Yuki and I. I do not like this. Cast a barrier. Yes. They're entrenched. Best attack from above. I know good spots. Right above the statue.
Of course.
Once we are in position, you do what you need to with the comb. Well, then strike Yuki, and hopefully the others. Now, this is too much. We're making a mistake. They're about to finish their work. We don't even know what the alchemist will do after harvesting Yamiko's soul fragments. We must attack now. You are on the brink. You think you stand a chance? You think I stand a chance with you? It was a fool's errand from the beginning. We don't need Yamiko to become great again. Enough sacrifice have been made for her already. Don't you say that. Don't you dare. Bringing her back is the only way. The only way for you, maybe, Ho. Nishiko died with Yamiko's capture. It's time we forget about this. It's time to reinstigate Daga. We're going to finish this, whether you come or not. Understood, sir. None too happy about it, but she'll do it.
Of course.
Chapter 4, The Fall. And yeah, that is where we'll leave it.
Yeah.
And yeah, definitely finish it on Sunday then.
Yeah, for we should have plenty of time to finish it then.
Yeah.
Did we just again?
But yeah, that'll be it for Aragami today. And yeah, we'll continue either... We could try Saturday evening as well, since I do have the whole weekend off this week. But we'll see, I guess. For now, before we end the stream, let's look for someone to raid. And, okay, it's pretty busy again. You're welcome, Aurora. Hope you enjoyed the show. Let's see. Let me narrow this down to 3 to 4. We already rated Strawberry recently. Same with Sapphire, I believe. The Mental Marsupial is playing Pizza Tower. I've heard nothing but good about that game. I do want to get it eventually. Lazarus is playing Nine Souls again. And Kenai is playing Helldivers 2. I haven't played that in a bit, but I have heard that they've been keeping up with the updates.
Oh, they have.
I have not played Helldivers at all.
Maybe I'll stream that someday if I can get some others to join in for the mayhem with that. Yeah. Any of those sound interesting, or shall I take a pick?
I'll let you take a pick since you're the one with the biggest rush here.
Yeah, I'll say go for it. Your pick.
Okay. And that actually reminds me that I forgot to open up the volume mixer and mute the browser. So good thing that I remembered that in the last second. Let's go say hi to Mental Marsupial then. So copy the name, head to our place. Okay, /raid and paste. But before we start that, of course, thank you everyone who may be watching now or later. Thank you, Aurora. Thank you, MD. And let's see, I see crazy little, little crazy Jess and Necro Knight have been lurking. Hello to the both of you. And thank you, of course, Durfin. Thank the both of you.
You're welcome as always, my friend. Thank you all for yawning and watching.
And yeah. No streams tomorrow, and no streams Saturday. Maybe we'll do the finisher on Saturday, maybe on Sunday, just to split them up. But Sunday we will continue with Hacker's Memory as well.
I think you misspoke there. It sounded like you said Hagger.
It's okay. But yeah, Saturday Hacker's Memory. And we'll somewhere in the weekend we'll finish Aragami here.
Yeah, hopefully.
Which means that Tuesday, most likely, we'll get started with Crisis 2, or rather Crisis 2 Remastered.
You mean, well, it depends. Tuesday is also crosscode day, so...
True. Yep.
So it's either crosscode or Crisis.
Yeah, and maybe something multiplayer on Monday as well. We'll have to see. Okay, but for now, that is about it. So let's get this raid started. And yeah, thank you all again for watching. And until next time, have a nice day. And until then,
be safe, everyone. Sleep well. And watch out for shadowy seagulls.
And Kaiho as well.